much difference should there be in my diet and nutrition between a building and a cutting cycle?
The answer is as much as you can tolerate. So it's going to be different for each person. So when you're doing a revving cycle, the goal is to get your body up to toleration. Now, mistakes some people make is they just barrel through. Well, no, I'm doing a revving cycle. I'm in a strength cycle. I'm just going to eat and eat and eat. And pretty soon they've revved their metabolism. They've built strength all right, but they've packed on, 7, 8, 10 pounds of fat. And it's just unnecessary. The other side of the equation is, oh, I've worked so hard. I don't want to gain any body fat. I don't want to gain an ounce on the scale. And so we're just too afraid to increase our intake. And therefore, there's no next step because we don't have enough contrast to really move the dial. Your body acclimates. You'll be amazed at how your body can, especially if you've been used to eating less, how well your body can acclimate to small, gradual increases in calories and carbohydrates in particular, as long as your exercise is present. So a very common practice is I'll tell someone, I want you eating XYZ additional carbohydrate. It's a very small amount. Maybe it's a quarter cup of brown rice. Maybe it's a half an apple. Maybe it's something small. We're going to start eating this. We're going to give you 3 days. We're going to hold our weight. And if you gain weight, we're going to add again. We're going to just keep repeating that process. Within about 2 weeks, all of a sudden, as they pop up half a pound, a pound. All right, Johnny, now here's what you have to do. You got to go get on that treadmill. You got to come home and get on your bike. You got to get an extra cardio session at the end of the day and lose that pound. Well, I feel good. I'm going to add more. Nope, you can't add any more calories. Well, can I eat less to lose that pound? Nope, doesn't work that way either. You have to do the exercise to burn that off because you can't go and exercise 10 pounds off in a couple days. But you can exercise 1 pound off. Maybe you have to do 2 days back to back of an extra cardio session at the end of your day. You can get that 1 pound off eating all the calories. And as soon as you drop that pound, guess what? I'm going to start increasing you again. And in doing it that way, you'll get your metabolic rate just revved through the roof. And you want to go as high as you can. How high is as high as you can? Well, there will be a threshold when you can no longer maintain that threshold, that line, your weight. That's as high as you can and stay under it. And then sit there as long as you can, increasing your athleticism and your strength, and do a good combination of strength training and cardio during that time period. And then when you switch into the cutting cycle, just like those bodybuilders and physique training, physique athletes, you're going to have that incredible contrast between the revving or building cycle and the fat burning or cutting cycle. And my higher level athletes, typically after a cycle or two, my clients find that they can get higher each cycle. They can get their intake up. The longer they've been doing it, the more athletic they are. High level athletes, usually there's a massive contrast. Now, with some of my clients that have limited means, they can only exercise a couple times a week and not very intensely. Those revving cycles are going to be modest because we do want to protect any fat loss we've gotten. So we can't bring you too high, but there still needs to be some form of a revving cycle before we can go back into a cutting cycle.